Touch input implicit authentication transparently authenticates smartphone users through their touch behavior, which is defined by features such as the location of the touch points, the speed of the swipe, the touch pressure, and the device holding posture. We evaluate two attacks on touch input implicit authentication: shoulder surfing and offline training attacks. For shoulder surfing attacks, the attacker observes the victim to estimate their touch locations, swipe speed, and device orientation. They then try to mimic the victim's touch behavior in order to bypass the implicit authentication scheme. Our evaluations show that about 84% of attackers are able to successfully bypass the schemes by observing their victims for less than 2 minutes. For offline training attacks, the attacker obtains touch data of the victim. This can be done by asking the victim to read an interesting article on the attacker's device with a touch logger installed. The log data is then used in our Mimicry app to train the attacker to mimic the victim. Our evaluations show that 86% of attackers are able to successfully bypass the schemes by target practicing their victim's behavior using only 16 swipes. Findings show that touch input implicit authentication is unsuitable from a security standpoint.